Well, I've come over Jolly's Pass, which was just a nice easy drive, and I've reached the intersection with the Molesworth Road. Now there's a fair bit I want to do in this way. The Molesworth's to the right, and like Lake Tennyson Top House Road is to the left, and I want to do both, and there will be a bit of backtracking, so I'm just going to work out now which way I'm going to go, whether I'm going to head first around towards like Edwards Valley, or if I'm going to head up through the Molesworth and try and tackle the Sedgemere to Severn track. Okay, I've decided I'm going to turn right and head up towards the Molesworth. This is a cool little shelter here at the confluence of the Clarence and Acheron rivers. I think it's a starting point for a lot of people doing rafting and that down the river. You can start here and end up at Kaikoura in 4 or 5 days, I think. What a stunning day. It's 30 something degrees. It's absolutely boiling, so this shade here is quite nice, but yeah. So I'm just here at the Acheron accommodation house, which I'll show you in a moment, but this is the start of the Acheron road that normally you can get straight through to Blenheim, but there's a slip on the public road on the other end of this that's presently stopping you going right through. So as a result, it actually seems pretty quiet here, which is really nice. It's built around 1862. That's incredible. It's like over 150 years old, and was effectively a hotel for the drovers and other travellers heading this way through from Hanmer to Top House. Nice shady veranda, but we're allowed to go inside and have a look around, so let's. Oh wow. So it's made out of cob, which is like clay and straw and various other things made into like a cement. I think that fire ash has part. Something to play with it. Oh, look, there we go. Cob is a mixture of clay, straw or grass and animal dung. There we go. Makes sense. Look at that ceiling. That's incredible. It's nice and cool in here. There's no windows or ventilation really, apart from the natural ventilation, but yeah, it's lovely and cool. It's really interesting. I wonder if we can get into other parts. No, yes. This is really cool. Head down the back. This would have been the kitchen, evidently. We may as well, while we're here, let's just check out this end room. Oh, I am off up that way. So, I'm just here at the rock shelter, in the Rachel Range, I believe, in front of us. And wow. On my first four-wheel drive trip that I did down the South Island, this was the first track I did. I came in from the Blenheim end and came through in a southerly direction. And I just remember being blown away by the scenery, like these mountains, the colours and the lupins and the rivers, and it's just majestic. Where I believe where I'm heading now is up that valley to the left, whereas the main road sort of heads around that way. So yeah, that'll be a section I've never done before and should be quite interesting. Okay, so I've made it to the start of this track. It's 24 k's through to the other end, and it closes at 7 p.m. I'm sure it said 8 p.m. on the website, so I better get a wriggle on. This is the confluence of the Alma and Severn rivers. And I believe that's part of the Acheron road still that you can see on the hill over there. It's a pretty good track. It's incredibly dusty. Incredibly dusty. I'm really glad I've got the air conditioning. dock guy mentioned this when I was just talking to him. This is why they're up here, just to sort of evaluate the damage and whatnot. But it even says it there on a sign, and it's clearly not a new sign. Special wetland. Depending on the time of year, this fence protects either a tarn or a wetland. When the water's dry, they reveal a unique and complex wetland plant community, which includes one species found nowhere else in the world. And some pillock has gone and done donuts and driven all through it. What kind of moron thought that was a good idea? This is the kind of behaviour that gets us locked out of places. Like, this is already fenced off. Goodness knows how they got in. But, like, why? I'm sure you guys know better than this, but I mean... So I'm here now at the boundary between Molesworth Station and the Rainbow Station and the start of the Rainbow Road. So it's $40 to go through to the other end, which that's worth it. And there's a campsite just a few k's up there at Coldwater Creek where you are allowed to camp. So I was going to wander on in and set up camp down there. But it's just a stunning place, this. Well, this is Coldwater Creek where you are allowed to camp, evidently. So this will be me for tonight, and it looks like I'm lucky enough to have the whole place to myself. Well, and the sandflies apparently. Time to get the tent set up, I think. I don't know if you can see them buzzing around my head, but the sandflies down here are absolutely fierce. Yep. My last full day here in the South Island, and I'm going to start making my way up the Rainbow Road shortly. What I'm going to do on the other side, I haven't quite decided yet. I'll see how the day's going, how I feel when I get there, but not off to a very good start. I managed to slip and fall down the ladder of the roof tent this morning, and I'm not too injured. It could have been far worse. And as you can see, these sandflies haven't let up at all, so I just fly sprayed the inside of the car to hopefully kill any that are still in there, and I'm about to hop in and carry on. Tired of being sandflies breakfast. So the northern half of the Rainbow Road follows the river pretty much, and back out to the main road. It's all through the bush and pretty good nick. I was actually impressed. The rest of it was in really good condition too. I'm pretty sure I remember crossing the river at one point on the old track, or like when I first did it, and almost 10 years ago. So it's changed a little bit, but it's really well maintained. At first I was sort of a bit like, well, before I got here I was thinking, a $40 toll to get through here seems a bit steep, but after seeing the amount of work they do to keep the track open, it does actually seem pretty good value. And it's per vehicle, it's not per person, so if you had 5 people in the car it's still only $40. And it's just really scenic. It's not a difficult track, but it's just, yeah, something special about this place, I think. Finished the Rainbow Road. That there is Tarseal. And that's the road up to the ski field. There's a few more geocaches up there, but I'm not sure if it's gated or not this time of year, so I was going to go have a look anyway and just see if I can, but it's over. Wasn't a difficult track, but it's just a cool place to be, so anyway, we'll see what's up there, eh?